Welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to be talking a little bit about version 14.3 and 14.3.1, which just released at least to early access users of FSD. So I haven't gotten it yet, still on 14.2.2.5, but hopefully we will be getting that soon. Some of the big announcements for it were that it is apparently much quicker to react. So it has a much quicker reaction time for any of the actions that it does. It apparently responds very quick. I think they only advertise it being like a 20% increase in that, but it actually, from a lot of the early testers, seems to be very impressive how quickly it responds, reacts, and makes decisions, especially to vehicles that are coming into the lane, or traffic lights that change, or situations that are changing, pedestrians, that sort of thing. It responds very quickly to that. So that's very good. Also, another thing that is supposed to be with this update is they've kind of redone the foundation of how FSD is working. So it's supposed to allow quicker iteration for the point releases. And since they did release version 14.3 and then quickly released version 14.3.1, it does seem like they are going very quickly into it. So 14.3 went back to having a very conservative take on things, so a little bit more of those brake stutters and stuff that we saw in earlier versions of 14, like 14.1. And that's sort of a regression, but with each of the major point releases, that seems to be what Tesla does. They will kind of dial up the safety and then ease off on the safety and kind of mix it with more smoothness. So they make sure that it's ultra safe when it first comes out. They verify that it's safe and everything, and then they dial it back to a more smooth way of driving, so that it's not so stuttery when it sees like in a pedestrian or something jumping out in the street or something like that. It doesn't do those brake tappings that are unnecessary. It definitely will basically choose a decision and go with that. So it's just more smooth in its decision making. And that also has to do with steering. The steering response sometimes will be a little stuttery, and with the smoothness of later versions or later point releases, it seems to smooth that out. So it's a much better experience for FSD in general. So the other thing that we are supposed to be getting is some improvements to navigation. So you're supposed to have like a parking dot in the area that is supposed to be parking, and you can select what kind of parking you want to do in that area. Sorry, I still had it on Mad Max there. I definitely don't like that normally, but we still have the issue where it thinks that it's 30 miles per hour on a road and it's actually 45, and so I have to put it on Mad Max for it to go a reasonable speed, and then often I forget to switch it back to chill. I've actually been doing a lot more of driving on chill and even sloth. I prefer it as long as it knows the actual correct speed limit. I actually prefer chill or sloth. It seems much better. It doesn't seem to want to go around cars as much, and it's more chill, and I would prefer that. If I want to just sit back and just let it do what it's going to do. If it's swerving around cars on standard, which it does, even on standard, it will very quickly try to just get around slow vehicles and everything, and it ends up not being in the correct lane long, until just the last moment to be in that correct lane. So I prefer to put it in chill and sloth, and then sometimes I will just force it to get in the correct lane as I'm approaching a turn. So that's what I've had to do with it. It works pretty well, and I can keep it in FSD for the most part. But I have heard that on 14.3, another improvement that it's made is that it actually anticipates those turns a lot quicker and or sooner, and will get in the appropriate lane beforehand, even if it's on a faster speed profile. So that to me is very good, because I, at least personally, even if I was wanting it to be on hurry mode or Mad Max and go around, slow moving traffic quickly, I still want it to be in the correct lane. So I don't want it to wait until the last second to be in the correct lane. I'm willing for it to slow down a little bit in order to be in the correct lane, so that we don't have to worry about it missing the turn. Because I have had a few instances where, because it did not plan ahead, did not get in the correct lane ahead of time, it actually missed a turn. And sure, that it does it all safely, and it'll still make all the corrections and do the turns later, but it's annoying because it adds time to the trip. And if it was just anticipating the turn, the navigation better, then we wouldn't have that problem. So hopefully that is better in 14.3. Some of the improvements that we did not get, unfortunately, are any real banish or parking lot improvements. So there's still the same summon stack, the same, you can't banish the car or anything like that. So those last few feet of every destination is still not totally solved. There's still supposed to be more parking quality coming and more parking choices and that sort of thing. So you still can't choose if you want to be in a handicap spot, or you don't want to be in a handicap spot, or you don't want to park in this parking spot because there's a piece of trash in it and we just basically ran over it. Hopefully it's not going to cause any problem for the tire, but that sort of thing. So hopefully we'll get those improvements in a release soon, but unfortunately those are not in 14.3 or 14.3.1. But hopefully maybe some of those point releases after 14.3, like 14.3.2 or whatever, hopefully we'll start seeing some of those things and really bridging that gap. We were anticipating that the last piece of the puzzle was going to be put in place with this 14.3 release, and it turns out it's not actually a specific feature. In a sense, it actually seems like it's the more of the reasoning and the quick reaction time and the ability to do all that on less capable hardware. So this actually is good news for, say, hardware 3 owners. We might be able to get a version of 14 Lite or whatever on hardware 3 cars, maybe sooner rather than later. Hopefully they're working on that. But because of these advancements that they've made to make the software work better with less hardware. So it gives us more runway. So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.